All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chachrash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth and were well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom to the Akim and Aqua listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, and so-called African Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the world. This is their brother Yaya from the Great Millstone Chicago Camp, back at it with another quick lesson. So lock in through the spirit. I really just wanted to go into your plans don't matter, bro. Whatever you think gonna happen, whatever you want to happen, the Lord already got it preordained what's gonna happen, man. It's already written in stone. You can't change nothing. Because ultimately it's his perfect will, not yours, man. So whatever he got planned, whatever you thought you was about to do, it might not happen. Or it might happen. Depending on what he thinks is right, man. Depending on his perfect will. The Lord's. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. So the Lord thinking, we can't even fathom. We can't even understand what the Lord thinking, man. We can't even, he did this from the beginning, man. Like, I gotta get it. It says, before we knew ourselves, bro, the Lord know more about us but the Lord knows more about us more than we know about us, man. It says before, and this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, man. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet up unto the nations, bro. So right there it says before he formed us in the belly, before our mother birthed us, the Lord already knew the life that we was gonna have, man. He already planned our life out, man. Every little thing that we did, bro. The Lord already had it set up. That's how raw of a power. We can't even fathom that, bro. Verse 9, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts, man. So as high up as the heavens are, bro, that's how high the Lord is. Past that, bro. The Lord is perfect, man. And everything he do, of course, his will is perfect. Of course, everything gonna work out at the end of the day for those that he truly loves, for his true elect, man. But at the end of the day, it's not your opinion, man. It's not your, whatever you thought you was gonna do, whatever plan that you thought you had, that shit might not work, or it might work if it's his will. But at the end of the day, you gotta remain humble and ultimately know that it's his will, not yours. Verse 10, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. So whatever the Lord wanted to happen, whatever the Lord wanted to do, whatever he pleased it to do, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it, man. So whatever the Lord want to happen is gonna happen, bro. There's no way out of this one. There's no ifs, ands, and buts, bro. If the Lord say it happened, bro. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 1. The preparations of the heart and man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. So, remember back, Moses was like, "No, Lord, this is a great people. I'm not gonna know what to say." The Lord said, "I'm gonna give you what to say, man, right then and there. So don't even worry about it." Ultimately, the Lord gives us what to say, man. Right now, I'm not even doing this. It's the Lord, bro. This the Lord have me bring this out and glorify Him, man. Call Halam Yahweh Shema Shai. This not even our. This not us, bro. It's a higher power. Obviously, it's a higher power at work. It has to be. Like them niggas say, it gotta be a higher power. It gotta be something. They don't know it, but we do, man. We know his name. We know it's the Lord Yahweh. Verse 2, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirit, man. So ultimately, it's him, man. It's him. He weighing the balance, man. He got the perfect thoughts. And jump down to verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps, man. So of course you're gonna think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, this gonna happen, but ultimately we not for sure. Nothing is certain, man. Except the Lord and except his will. That's the only thing that's certain, which we don't know. So really it's just a gamble, bro. We just walking with the Lord, trusting in him and knowing that he got us. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 23. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. Which ultimately was the Lord's will for us to fall out of place and for us to get back to the kingdom, man. But right there, it says, I know that the way, right back in verse 23, it says, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So who is it? Who directs man's steps other than the Lord, man? It has to be the Lord. Who else could do these things? Who else, bro? Except the Lord Yahweh. He ordains everything, man. He says what's right and what's wrong. He judges the righteous. He does the righteous and the unjust, man. The unrighteous. He does these things. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46 and verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me. Verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure, man. It said, bro, that shit's so raw from the end, declaring the end from the beginning. He wrote the things that are happening, man. He already, bro. He ordained the prophets. He gave the prophets, bro. Perfect example. Revelation. John didn't know anything. John the Revelator didn't know anything that he was seeing, bro. He didn't see the chariots. He didn't see the nukes. He didn't see the tanks, the guns and shit. He just wrote whatever he saw, but he couldn't explain it because it wasn't for him, man. He wrote the things aforetime so that these things could come out now, and that the apostles, the Lord could give the Spirit to the apostles that they could break it down for us, man. It's his will at the end of the day, bro. John didn't know what he was seeing, bro, but he wrote it down anyway because he knew he had to. He knew he wasn't for him, man. And Moses knew he wouldn't see the promised land, but the Lord promised his kids would see it, bro. His kids, man. That was a promise that the Lord gave it to Moses. There, you're not gonna see it, but your seed will, man. So he already preordained everything that's happening and everything that will happen, man. The things that we seeing now, man. Trump in office, these mass deportations, Iran at war with Israel. He already wrote this, bro. This is already written in stone, man. The Lord had it fucking written, and there's no way to escape his perfect will, man. Perfect example. Jonah. Let's get it. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 4, verse 2. And he prayed unto Yahweh and said, I pray thee, O Lord, was not this my saying when I was yet in my country? So Jonah minded his business in his own country. The Lord said, all right, look, we finna run a route. We finna run this mission. You finna go to Nineveh. You finna preach unto these people, man. Back up, when I was yet in my country, therefore I fled before unto Tarshish. And Jonah was like, man, fuck Nineveh. I don't want to go to Nineveh. And he tried to run away, but the Lord brought him through that well, man. He had to jump off that boat to get eaten up by a whale for 3 days, had to endure that, and go preach Nineveh anyway. The Lord was like, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You doing what I want. You doing what I want you to do. For I knew that thou art a gracious power and merciful, slow to anger, and of a great kindness, and repentest thee of evil. So Jonah wanted Nineveh. He wanted them gone, bro. Jonah wanted them gone, but it was the Lord's mercy for him to go so they could go repent, man. And the Lord knew he was going to run away because he made him run away. Ultimately, it was his spirit. Ultimately, it's the Lord, bro. No matter what, it's the Lord. And we know this right here, bro. We know this, that. Verse Romans 8 and 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he may be the firstborn among his many brethren. Right there it says that all things work together for the good, man. So ultimately his perfect will works for his elect, man. For those that he chose however many years ago, man. Verse 30, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us, man? Who can go against the will of the Lord, man? Not even Yahweh Shai was perfect in his lifetime. He said, at the end of the day, let not mine but thine perfect will be done. Talking to his father, man. Father Abba. Knowing that it's the Lord that justifieth, man. The Lord that glorifieth. The Lord that humbleth, man. He doeth the good and the bad, man. Ultimately, it's the Lord, man. So whatever you plans you think you got, whatever you think you finna happen, if the Lord don't want it to, it's not gonna happen, bro. If the Lord don't like somebody and you like them, GG's for them, bro. There's no way. Nobody can go against the will of the Lord, bro. So with that, I would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chachorash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth and real well. Shalom to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akim and Akwat Kwam Yah.